Okay, I just thought I'd make a little video for some of you guys that might still be on the fence about building your own slot car from scratch. You know, you get, oh, I can't do that, that's too difficult. There's no way that I can't solder brass together. Oh my gosh, it's like building a space shuttle. I can't do anything like that. You know, you watch me and the rest of the guys that are a lot better than me building slot cars, and you watch their videos and stuff, and you think, man, I could never do that. Well, no, you can't ever do that because unless you try it, you'll never know. I'm a welder by trade. I went to school for welding. Yeah, I can weld steel together. I've never tried to solder brass together until a couple of years ago. I got into slot car building, watching George's channel and Harry's channel and Dave's stuff, and I thought, man, I can do that, and just did it. Just jumped into it. Got to building. You know, one of my first chassis was this car. I entered. I don't know what showdown it was. It was a couple years ago, I guess, but the fire turd, you know, I don't have any body screws on it now. I've lost them or used them or robbed them and put them on something else. But look at this chassis. I mean, it's a simple little chassis. You know, there's nothing, I know my lighting's not the best in here, but there's nothing special about that. It's just a couple rails, guide tongue, very simple. But guess what? It goes around the track, and it was fun to build. The car did, you know, middle of the pack, did pretty well. That was my first sportsman entry, I think, that car was. But you'll never know unless you try it. And don't be afraid of failing at it and it not working out like you thought it would, or trying to be as good as somebody else. You know, there's always going to be somebody better than you, no matter what you're doing. There's always going to be that guy that's just, man, he can build some, that dude can do anything. And I'm not going to try that because I could never do that. Well, that's not an attitude to have. Just freaking get into it, start building. You don't know how good you could be at it. It's like anything else. Until you start it, you'll never know. It's just a fun, good, clean, fun, awesome hobby to be into. You don't have to get into it, and you don't have to do proxies. You don't have to build a car and send it somewhere to race. You can build something for yourself and run it on your track, whatever kind of track you got, plastic track, you know, wood routed track, whatever you want to do, just anything will work to run your cars on, and just have fun building it. As far as the proxies goes, you know, if you get to the point where you want to start sending cars in, like to Harry's or George's, Dave's stuff that he does, don't be worried about sending it in and being ridiculed. They're not going to like tear your car apart and laugh at it and be like, oh, look at this piece of junk. I can't believe you built that crap and sent it in here. Those guys aren't like that. I mean, these are good dudes. I mean, I've never met them, but I can just tell that they are 100% authentic guys, and they want nothing but the best for you in the hobby and getting going and something. And there's so much more to it than just building these cars. I mean, it's good for your brain. It's good for your motor skills. It sounds cheesy, but it is. I mean, it gets you focused on something else besides everyday life and stuff that's going on, no matter what you got going on. It's, you know, I got a lot of hobbies. I do everything. I hunt, I fish, I'm in a band, I do it all. I own a business. I have a lot of things on my plate, but what really focuses me and kind of settles me down and just puts me in line is messing with these little cars, building these little machines. You know, there's just something about, you know, taking something that's a little plastic model and turning it into a little work of art, you know, just a little, you spent time on it, you thought about it, You know, even when you're away from the workbench, you're thinking about how can I do this or how can I improve on that, or it just kind of keeps you focused on something. It's just a little escape, you know. And I would just encourage you guys out there that are thinking about it. You're just not, you know, you don't have the confidence or whatever. Just do it. Just the Slot Car Corner has made it so easy now with their kits and all the videos that the Amigos have put out and Michael Squires put out. I mean, you know, the resources are there. There wasn't that many videos when I started. There was a few, George had a few, and Harry and Dave, but within the last year, it's really just exploded. All the resources out there for learning how to build these cars. So there's no excuse anymore for that. So if you can, you know, if you got access to a computer like everybody does nowadays, and you know, on your phone, research it and just go down that road and just try it. You know, just try it and have fun with it. The main thing is to have fun with it. Don't just. It's like anything else. Everybody has to go to the extreme with it, and then it gets competitive and the drama enters. Well, we don't need all that. Nobody wants all that in anything you do. So just try it, guys and gals. If you're thinking about it, buy the kit, get you a soldering iron, build a chassis, and just get into it. You won't regret it. But that's just me going on and rambling a little bit. But you know, I built this track and have had nothing but fun on this thing ever since I did it. I don't spend every day on it, but I can come in here for 5, 10, 15 minutes and run a few laps and just really enjoy it. So that's all. I just wanted to make a little video on that and try to encourage some folks to get into the hobby, because it's an awesome thing to do. Just do it, as Nike says, I guess. You guys have a good one. Later.